What if I told you the reason people overlook you, underestimate you, or even walk all over you is because you've been taught to play the game all wrong? You've been told to be nice, to be transparent, to put yourself out there, but in reality, those same habits quietly burn away your influence and tear down your defenses. The Stoics warned about this centuries ago. Stop chasing approval and start building the kind of power that doesn't need permission. Today, we're going to strip away the illusions, face the uncomfortable truth about why you give away your power, and uncover timeless strategies to reclaim it without ever raising your voice. If you're ready to stop living on other people's terms and start shaping your life with discipline, wisdom, and unshakable presence, consider subscribing as a promise to yourself that from this moment on you'll choose growth over comfort, truth over illusion, and mastery over mediocrity. Rule 1. Let them underestimate you. Most people waste their energy trying to convince the world how smart, talented, or capable they are. They over-explain, overshare, and try to prove their worth in every interaction. But here's the truth. Real power isn't in being loud, it's in being still. It's in letting others misjudge you while you quietly collect information, build leverage, and prepare for the right moment to act. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best way to defend yourself is not to mirror your enemy." In other words, don't get caught up in the noise of trying to be seen. Let people think they've figured you out, when really, they've only skimmed the surface. Think back to a time you met someone who didn't rush to talk, who didn't need to dominate the room. Their calm silence made you curious, didn't it? That's the quiet magnetism of someone who doesn't reveal everything. By allowing others to underestimate you, you make them relax, drop their guard, and show you who they really are. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." And bravery here doesn't mean always charging forward. It's the courage to sit back, to let misjudgment work in your favor, to play the long game. Most people can't handle being underestimated. Their ego forces them to prove themselves, and in that rush, they expose their weaknesses. Plato put it perfectly. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. If you can master restraint, if you can hold your tongue until it truly matters, your words and actions will carry 10 times the weight. Being underestimated isn't about playing small, it's about playing smart. You don't need to win every round. You only need to win the ones that matter. Rule 2. Charm beats truth. Have you noticed the people who rise fastest in life aren't always the smartest or most skilled? More often, it's the ones who know how to make others feel good in their presence. Facts may change someone's mind, but feelings change their behavior. That's why charm is often more powerful than blunt truth. Not fake flattery or manipulation, but genuine warmth. True charm is making someone feel heard, respected, and understood. Carl Jung once said, "The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed." That's the essence of charm. When you interact in a way that leaves people better than you found them, they remember you and they trust you. Epictetus taught that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. If you can stay calm under pressure, keep a steady tone, and respond with respect instead of aggression, people lean toward you instead of away. Charm works because it lowers defenses. When people trust you, they open doors you could never push open by force. And here's the paradox. The more you focus on making people feel good, the less you need to prove yourself. They'll decide you're worthy on their own. And once they believe it, they'll follow your lead almost instinctively. In the end, charm doesn't replace truth. It makes truth easier to hear. Rule 3. Be a mystery on purpose. We live in an age of oversharing. Everyone's broadcasting their every thought, every move, every detail of their life. But mystery? Mystery pulls people in. Think about the last time you met someone you couldn't quite figure out. They gave you just enough to spark curiosity, but never the full picture. You probably thought about them long after they left. That's the quiet power of mystery. The Stoics understood this too. Epictetus advised, "Be silent for the most part, or say only what is necessary." When you reveal less, people lean forward, waiting for more. Their minds replay your words, searching for meaning. That curiosity keeps you alive in their thoughts without you needing to fight for attention. Mystery isn't about deception. It's about discipline. It's knowing when to speak and when to hold back, when to show strength and when to step into the shadows. Integrity remains constant, but the rhythm of your presence keeps people guessing. And that's the point. The less predictable you are, the more weight people give your words and actions. When you're not an open book, you become a story they can't stop reading. Rule 4. Show results, hide the process. In a world where everyone posts every step of their journey, there's a rare kind of power in moving quietly and letting your results speak for themselves. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." The same goes for your work. Don't just talk about what you're building, build it. Don't beg for validation. Deliver results so undeniable they can't be ignored. Think of it like planting a seed. If you dig it up every day to show people, it dies. But if you let it grow underground, in silence, the roots strengthen. When it finally breaks the surface, it's unshakable. Protecting your process gives you freedom. Freedom to make mistakes, to experiment, to change course, without the weight of other people's opinions. And when you finally reveal your results, the impact is far greater because no one saw it coming. Seneca once said, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." In this context, delay is also the greatest ally of impact. When you reveal your work at the right moment, not too soon, not too late, it lands like a strike no one prepared for. The truth is, you don't need to prove your progress every step of the way. You only need to prove it once, when it's done. Until then, guard your work, respect the process, and let your silence make people wonder. Power isn't about being the loudest in the room or proving yourself at every turn. It's about patience, charm, mystery, and results. Outsmarting people isn't about out-talking them. It's about out-disciplining them. The Stoics knew this centuries ago. Control yourself, and you'll quietly control everything around you.